I don't usually get worked up over a simple internal filter, but Sicce has done some really cool stuff with the new Shark Pro that just might make you change how you run media in your sump. When it comes to reefing, internal power filters aren't the most popular choice, usually reserved for pico tanks, temporary holding tanks, or quarantine systems. But the Shark Pro's ingenious use of magnetic coupling in 3 key places on the filter, paired with struggle-free access to the media containers and even the impeller, make working with the internal filter not just a breeze, but oddly satisfying. It also sports a pop-up internal spray bar, venturi nozzle, and flow control, plus Sicce's legendary 5-year warranty. Yes, 5 years, bold, confident, proud, just what I like to see from a company who cares about their products. When you open up the box, you'll find the Shark Pro filter already packed with media, an accessory pack including the venturi nozzle, and an instruction manual and quality control certificate. The Shark Pro is available in 3 models, the 500, the 700, and the 900, which are all energy sipping at 4, 7, and 10 watts respectively. The 500 pushes 140 gallons per hour, the 700 pushes 190 gallons per hour, and the 900 pushes 240 gallons per hour. And while they all come with 1, 2, and 3 media cartridges depending on the model, they are actually expandable, and add-on cartridges can be picked up to increase the total filter media volume, which is a great option to have. Like I was saying, they do come preloaded with media, and the 900 model I have here comes with foam pre-filters where the water enters the cartridges, along with a thicker foam block for mechanical filtration. Both the BioPearls and Zeophos are tucked inside of smaller white cartridges to keep things tidy, which is nice. For reefing, however, I'd personally remove the included media to make room for a bag of carbon or specialty chemical media like ChemiPure or Purit, or stuff some filter floss between the foam pads for periodic water polishing. The cartridges themselves are easy enough to separate, and they have markings on the side so you never forget which direction to press to unlock them from each other. But where my mind was blown is when I noticed that they magnetically couple to the pump head. Instead of having to unscrew it or undo tabs or force apart a press fit, the stack of cartridges on the Shark Pro simply and very satisfyingly uncouple and recouple with magnets. They are strong enough to hold it together in mid-air while still being easy enough to take apart, meaning they're gonna work brilliantly underwater and make swapping media from this filter a breeze, even if it's mounted down in your sump. No thumb screws or removing a whole media reactor and pump, just pop it off, take it to a sink, and you're good to go. It doesn't stop there though. The Shark Pro also uses magnetic mounting with inlaid rubber gaskets to attach to the aquarium or sump for a firm hold on panels up to ½ an inch thick. So no suction cups to pry off the glass or to replace when they inevitably get hard. But it doesn't even stop there. The magnetic mount also magnetically couples to the pump head. So when you decide it's time to give the pump and impeller a cleaning, you can easily pull the pump right off of the magnetic mount and not fuss with removing the magnets from the aquarium or sump. It is important to note, however, the external magnet is not sealed and should not be submerged, so keep that one on the outer panels of the sump. But overall, this whole design is super smart and centered around convenience, which is something I can definitely appreciate as a reefer. Speaking of smart features, unlike most internal power filters that offer a spray bar option, the Shark Pro's spray bar doesn't stick way out in front of the pump, but rather pops up from the top of the pump when you pull up on the pump housing, which is super cool. But more importantly, it keeps things compact and clean looking. You can also leave it down, which diverts flow to the front-facing nozzle, which you can leave bare or add on the directional nozzle and venturi if you'd like to add air injection, which could come in handy for a quarantine tank. At the top, you also have a flow control knob for fine-tuning the flow for your needs, but I'm sure most reefers using this filter will likely leave it at 100% for maximum turnover. When it comes to outward appearances, the Shark Pro's boxy black exterior should hide very easily in the corner of an aquarium with a black background, so if you're planning on using it in a small nano reef, it's going to disappear against the back of the tank pretty easily, and if anything, have a similar appearance to an overflow box, very much like the Toons Calmline DC skimmer, which would actually pair quite nicely with the Shark Pro. The Toons Calmline DC was actually the skimmer of choice for our 40-gallon breeder in the beginner reefing series, which I think the Shark Pro would have actually worked perfectly in. You can check out that awesome reef in our 5-minute guide series by clicking right here.